All right, everybody, we're going to get started. Sorry we're a couple minutes late. Kind of been a funky week, right? And the Culture Committee will be talking about that. And we're going to have a beautiful memorial for Betty Bessemer next week. We'd like you all to come and be a part of that. For today, guys, how is the market feeling? Okay, we've seen a dramatic uptick in activity in 29 of the 42 areas we checked out on CSS. Are you feeling that? Yes. Okay. If you're not, it's time to get in the business at full pace because the market is back. Okay. When almost every one of the areas we looked at is up significantly, 2 were down significantly, and 1 was kind of just below the line. That's a big deal. So we just want to encourage you. The market is pretty strong right now in Houston. All right. Team meeting today. Do we have any guests that we haven't met before? Yeah. James, tell me about yourself. Oh, it is James.
Yeah. Gang, watching on live stream, hopefully, is Clarence Soriano. Clarence is my new assistant.
Can we pull up Clarence?
No.
Okay. So James walks around with his iPad. And there's Clarence. Where's Clarence from?
Clarence is in the Philippines. He works virtually. I'm doing my best to make him a part of the office, even though he's half a world away. So if you come to my office and I'm there.
You know Clarence cannot hear you because you don't have a mic on.
Oh.
So Clarence, right now James is talking about you.
Hello, Clarence. Clarence, like I said, Clarence is in the Philippines, half a world away, trying to make him a part of the office as best as I can. So if you come to my office and I'm there, chances are Clarence is on Skype with me. That's how we're working together. So please come on by and meet him. Those of y'all who were in Ignite, my Ignite class last week, did get to meet Clarence because he actually took that class with everybody.
So he's like forced to hear class. You put the iPad down, he's got to be there.
Well, he can sign off.
Okay.
But he didn't. I could see. So if y'all would give Clarence a big warm welcome to the group.
Absolutely. So anybody else that's actually live in here that wasn't here before? Do you have any guests? All right, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. And again, Culture Committee is going to be, I've been inundated with calls about Betty. Culture Committee is going to hit on that in just a few minutes. All right, today's sponsor, Virtuance. Where's Virtuance? No Virtuance? 3, 2, 1, free food. All right, no obligation, thank you. I have no idea. Betty, coming up. Betty, talk to me about the best program you have right now.
So the best program that we have, how many of y'all came to the class that Claudia taught, the down payment assistance programs? Okay, so key things on that, okay, just kind of keep in the back of your head that most of these programs are now requiring a 640 credit score. We have down payment assistance. Some of them have higher interest rates, some of them don't. The City of Houston is getting ready to increase their income limits, which will be a really cool thing. I was trying to get there to a class today. I'm going to go to next week instead. But they're bringing out higher income levels. That's a cool one because that one's the one that goes all the way up to $30,000 for down payment. As long as you're buying
income's $49,750 for a family, which is tough.
Correct. It's kind of hard, but it's coming up. Okay. Also, we have a 3% down, and it's just a regular old loan. If people have 3% down payment, they can still ask for seller assistance. They can get gifts from relatives. And that one in parts of the town do not have any kind of income limits. Like Edo downtown, no income limits. So imagine getting a conforming loan amount for just 3% down, because as you're making your calls, a lot of people are tight for cash. That's going to be your number one resistance, correct? When you're making calls? Okay. So
for those of you in Ignite, and you're like, how do I make 10 calls? I told people I'm a real estate agent. I feel kind of weird. This is a good one, right? Free money.
Let us be the experts. We'd be glad to take them, get them pre-qualified, and then tell them the different kind of programs that they qualify for, okay? There's sometimes it's to their betterment not to use the program. but we do try to give them that avenue, and at least it's a reason to get a hold of them, and it will get them into a house.
And guys,
Okay.
at 30,000, it's forgivable after 5 years, but it is paced off. So if they decide to move out after 4 years, they pay back 6,000. It's 6,000 a year for every year they're not there for 5 years. But being able to speak intelligently about it, at least you're engaging conversation. It may not be the best thing, but what a great conversation starter. So that's the idea. It may not be for them, but you are in dialogue with them about a program that other people aren't taking the time to learn.
We just got to deal with Jim Shelton, as a matter of fact, because the client did not want to even talk to them about it. So she came in, told him that there wasn't any programs available, correct, Jim? And came in, we visited with her, gave her 3 or 4 options, and then let her make her choice. But it was something that she wasn't going to be able to take advantage of some of this money. There is a class that I'm putting on to Thursday, but we don't know what time. But I was going to bring lunch, so at least, did we ever figure out what time? I was told by Chuck it's 1 o'clock. Okay. So
And what
if
are
you
they
guys
going to learn
come
at
in-
1 o'clock if they come in?
I'm not doing it with all the preferred partners this time. I'm doing it by myself in a title company, and then what is happening behind the scenes when you write a contract, things that are important to know. So it's good for the beginners and the people that have been in the business a long time. But it's taking it from contract to closing and all the little pitfalls that happen. And how we are guiding you through that, but how you can make your job a lot faster. And believe it or not, it'll also teach you how to get paid. We have a lot of the people calling us and asking us, how come I didn't fill out their form to get paid? Because I don't fill out the green sheets, okay? Maybe they need to get Dawn to help them. But, so I just want to tell you, that's a good class. We had to move it around. I think we sent an email out earlier at noon, but now it starts at, well, if you'll come for 12:30, we'll have lunch, and 1 o'clock to start class.
And that's
will
what
start.
day?
Thursday.
This Thursday. So be there, guys. If you haven't experienced that process, you want to see this, right? You should know what happens behind the scenes so you can speak intelligently to your clientele.
One other thing too. I think-
Just one other thing,
one more
please.
thing. Well, the food sponsor didn't get to come.
He's right here.
I'm teasing. So we're going to be doing a class on goal planning. So if you guys are working on numbers right now and trying to get clients to come in right now, what quarter of the year do you think that is for? Michael, you're a good math genius.
I don't know. Give
So
me an
it's-
answer.
It's April, right?
April.
So you're going to be looking, actually, what you're working on now is business for the 3rd quarter, if you can imagine that, right? It's kind of far down the road. But we're going to do vision boards. How many of y'all have done those in a while? So it's time to redo them and get them regrouped for the new year and get them going. So we're going to do vision boards and goal planning, and that's another lunch.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Claudia. All right, to our sponsors, our punctual sponsors, come on up. I saw you here earlier. All right, what's your name?
Cameron Fanning.
All right, camera.
Yes.
What can we do to assist you? I bet there's going to be a drawing at the end based on those cards. We'll get that started.
Around perfect.
You guys go ahead and pass this. Got you covered. You got people watching from at home, so you do want to use. Did it work? Beautiful. You got it. Take care.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for having me out today. For those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Cameron Fanning, and I'm the local representative here in Houston with Virtuance. And we're a technology company that specializes in real estate photography services, virtual tours, and digital marketing. Just for the record, we don't do headshots, wedding photos, anything like that. We focus solely on what's most important to you guys, which is marketing real estate. We were founded in Denver in 2010, and we're in 29 different markets around the U.S. currently. We're brand new here in Houston, but as you can see up on the screen here, we're definitely not brand new to Keller Williams. So we do work with over 4,000 Keller Williams agents around the country, and we've done over 25,000 shoots just for you guys alone. Anybody familiar with any of the names up on the screen here?
Yeah, Rick and Terry.
Yeah, probably some familiar household names, especially Tim Heil here in Texas. They're all partners with Virtuance. The reason they continue to work with us is because they found they've been able to increase their close rate on listing appointments by as much as 51%. The way they're able to do that is HD Real technology. So we spent 2 years as a company conducting research to determine what it is specifically that makes a buyer click on an image. We took all that data that we gathered and we put it into our proprietary imaging software system, and it's called HD Real, and it makes sure that every single image that we produce for each of you has all those necessary attributes to make a buyer click on it on an image that they might have otherwise overlooked. So as a result, the clients that we partner with are selling their homes up to 45% faster and at higher prices as well. So I want to just show you a couple quick examples here. These are going to be of reshoots that we've done on existing listings. So this first one here is a photo from one of our competitors. As you're probably familiar, it's very comparable to a lot of the images that you'll see out there on the MLS. And then this is going to be our HD Real photo of the same room. So as you can see, it's not just our technology that makes the difference, but also our photographers. Every single one of them gets the exact same training in the art of composition, and that's just fancy terms for saying they know how to market your real estate, not just take pretty pictures of it. And if we go back to the first one here, what does it look like to you guys that the first photographer was marketing in this image? Yeah, okay, popular answers, right? The furniture. But then take a look at our HD Real image, and what's our photographer marketing? Yeah, the entirety of the dining room itself. This is that room that you want to spend quality time in with your family and friends. One more quick example for you. Same thing, this is a photo from one of our competitors, which, it's a decently nice photo, but is it really inspiring action from buyers? And take a look at our HD Real image of the same bedroom. So you can see it brings out the beauty of the natural stone here, and this is that luxurious master suite that everybody wants to call home. Now, if you do me a quick favor, just put on your seller's caps for me for just a second. Imagine that you got a knock on the door and an agent said this is a photo they were going to use to market your property. Then an hour later, another agent comes by and shows you this photo as to how they're going to represent your property. Which agent do you think is probably going to win your business? Yeah, definitely the second one.
How did they get in my house?
The reason I bring that up is because everything we do at Virtuance is geared towards making you guys more successful as agents. So whether that's helping you win those listing appointments, increasing your referrals, increasing your number of showings as well, it's all geared towards putting more money into your pockets at the end of the day. So here in Houston, our most popular package is $169. It comes with 25 images. That also includes a virtual tour, an analytics report that shows you how much traffic you're getting to each of your websites, and also your listing tools as well. We have 13 different enhancements that you can add on. You can view all of those on our website, virtuance.com. All you have to do to order is you can either go online 24/7 to place your order, or you can give one of our awesome client success representatives a call and they can help you out with that as well. Once you place your order, we'll be out to shoot your property within 1 to 3 business days at the latest. And once we've completed the photo shoot, you're going to have your images, virtual tour, and everything that comes included in that package all delivered to you by 5 p.m. The following day at the latest. We get it to you sooner if we have it ready by then. The question? Yes. Okay. And I'll stick around till after the meeting as well. I'll be available for any questions that you guys might have. Yes? Yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah, so we can do YouTube videos, and we also do aerial footage, drone as well. All right, and now just last thing I've got for you guys, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, if you could just fill out the top portion of that feedback form that all of you have there, and then check any and all of the boxes that apply to you in your current situation. If you guys do me that favor, I'll give you 15% off of your next shoot with us. And keep in mind, that's only for everybody that's in this room today. It does expire 14 days from now, but that doesn't mean you have to have your property shot by then. You want to just make sure you go online to schedule to make sure you can lock in that discount.
So with that, if I had photos already, do you guys do enhancements on the photos? Will you take photos that are already in the virtual tour, let's say just your 50 shots that you get on HAR, and do you have the ability to enhance those?
So not the ones that you've already had shot with another company,
Okay.
But we have the enhancements we can add to our photos.
Got it.
Yep. We don't do virtual staging, but if you want, I can get you a list of people that we're comfortable recommending. Yeah. Any other questions for me? No? All right, well, once again,
All right, I'll do
thanks,
one on my
thanks for
plate.
your time today. I'll make sure I collect those feedback forms from you. And then once we've got all the business cards collected, then we can go ahead and draw. And, oh, perfect.
We're very efficient
I'll
here.
let you do the honors on the free shoot here.
See, Michael Bossard, who still has his house on the market. Michael Bossard. No. This guy could use it because he had like 5 listings this week. Michael Stavanoa.
All right, fantastic. Congratulations.
Oh, winner need not be present. He's here. He was listening.
Okay, let me just fold this so I know.
Yeah. Michael. Good job.
Thanks.
You know,
Photo
good.
shoot for one of your properties with us, so you'll get an email from me that's got the code in it for you. Sweet, man. All right, yeah.
Very cool.
Nice. All right.
Awesome. Hey, great job.
Appreciate it,
Good
yeah.
delivery.
Okay.
All right. Did everybody get that information? All right. Debbie, already saw that. Ooh, Chris. Chris, a little edgy there, buddy. Looks like something out of Twilight.
That's weird, yeah. I was expecting it last week. Now, how's everyone doing this week? Good to see y'all. A couple of announcements I'd like to make. Who wants to win some money?
Hey.
Who wants to win a lot of money? So I got a little trick. We're doing something online right now. It's pretty cool. So we have raised $3,000 worth of $100 gift cards for the month of April. Every day, you can go to my Facebook feed between the hours of noon and 5. And this month is Movie Trivia Month. So you answer every day the movie trivia that we put out there. You get an entry into the drawing at the end of the month. If you listen to the Real Estate Rat Pack radio show on Saturday mornings between 9 and 10, we give you 3 times the entries. Okay, because we're going to ask the question there. At the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing, and whoever's name we draw, in other words, the more tickets you got in, whoever's name we draw, you're going to win all of the $100 gift cards that we have raised from all of our sponsors. So please go out there. If you're not friends with us on Facebook, you can look me up, Christopher Kelso. Go out there, answer it every day. We got one of our sponsors posting it out there. It's pretty cool stuff. Make sure you do so. Also, on May the 9th, I'm part of YPN, the board of directors on YPN. We're doing spring, it's basically a baseball theme over at St. Arnold's. We're bringing in a whole bunch of the top teams to talk about real estate and what all goes on in real estate. So you can actually sit down. It's called spring training. You can listen and learn from a lot of people, a lot of our peers all around there. So that's May the 9th with YPN. If you haven't registered for it, go out to YPN, go out to HAR, and you can register for it. Pretty cool stuff. Lastly today, we lost somebody obviously in our office who was very near and dear to all of us. One of the things I'm going to tell everybody, I think we forget all the time, and this is just me talking as like I always like to do, is number one is we don't have to be at this meeting, we get to be at this meeting. We don't have to do real estate. We get to do real estate. We have the opportunity to do real estate. We don't have to go to another meeting and write another contract. We have the opportunity to go to another meeting and write another contract. And I think it's something I want everybody to always do. Remember this, is we have a great opportunity to be here. We're fortunate to be here every day at what we do, meeting the people, partaking in our lives, helping other individuals out. And let's just always remember that every single day. That we're fortunate to be here, and more importantly is we're very lucky we get to do what we do every single day in this hot market that we're in. I'm going to leave today with a quote, and today is no different, like you guys all know. One of the things, though, Betty was a very big Andy Andrews fan. And for those who don't know Andy Andrews, he actually wrote several books, The Traveler's Gift, The Noticer Returns. A lot of good books right there. And I know Andy personally. In fact, one of the things I was trying to do is get Andy to come here, and still trying to do that this year. But in honor of Betty, here's what it is. The bad news is that the past was in your hands. But the good news is that the future, my friends, is also in your hands. Have a good day.
You could do a mic drop, but we had a bad incident at the banquet, and we spent $400 on a mic. Yeah. Who knew? Legal update. Hubert, tell us about our most recent settlement we've got to do and why we have to do it.
All right, just to start off, who here attends your client's closings? Anybody? All right, that's good. Who here reads your client's closing disclosures? Okay. So in this instance, our realtor didn't do so. There was a home warranty placed on the contract, but what the warranty documents they got at the closing were different. So what ended up happening was their AC went out, ended up spending $15,000 on it, and blamed our realtor for not reading through the documents. So the moral of this story is you gotta look at the closing disclosure and make sure it matches up with everybody's expectations. In this case, we ended up settling the case around $7,000, close to $7,000. We could have gotten hit by a lot more.
But doesn't it seem crazy? I'm a consumer. I'm handed, when I leave the title company, all my documents, including First or Home Shield, whichever one it was. I think I have First American Home Warranty, but I don't. I have another home warranty. You would think, okay, why is this even a big deal? It expires. It expires. They're notified 3 different times that their home warranty expires. Air conditioning goes out, and this happens. You're like, I don't even connect the dots on that. That's how crazy this has gotten. Right? I mean, right now you guys are thinking, what the heck? That doesn't even make sense. Why would we have to pay any money on that? Crazy, right? Why did we have to pay money on that?
So the thing with litigation is a little crazy. If we're found maybe 1% liable, like for $1,000, they're still the prevailing party. So they would be entitled to attorney's fees. And if the case goes all the way through litigation, attorney's fees increase exponentially.
So when Debbie is having a class that says, we're going to show you how the lending process coincides with the title process and how they mix together so that you know what you're talking about. You tell somebody the wrong amount of days they get on an option period, they will sue us. They will start off with $50,000 and we'll settle for $10,000. How many $55 E&O checks do we need to get that? Right? I mean, it's crazy. James, stop trying to figure that out. The other one that we have.
So this morning just came across my desk. We had a lawsuit for a seller's disclosure issue. Previous property was flooded, and they're alleging that they didn't get any notice on the seller's disclosure.
Hold on, not previous. This property that we're talking about flooded.
Right.
Then
Flooded.
we get it. We have nothing to do with that, right? People buy it.
People buy it, and they're alleging that they had no notice of any kind of flooding issues. So they're suing the seller, they're suing the agent, they're suing
The
our brokerage.
buyers are coming in, right?
Right, buyers are coming in.
They bought the ones who bought it.
Right.
Why are we, who had nothing to do with that transaction back then, but we've got the sellers now who said, yeah, nothing happened on the property. Why am I paying on that one?
Well, here there's a lot of issues. Well, we're talking about 2 different, so I didn't tell you about this, but we got another lawsuit this morning. that was the
Do you
lawsuit
see
I
how
was
easy
talking
it
about.
is? Right? You guys get this? And the more we have, the more our underwriter says, wait a minute, instead of paying us $100,000 for your year, it's now $150,000, right? And we still have to pay, what's our deductible typically?
I'm not too sure.
It's between 5 and 10, depending on what we're talking about. So it's serious, guys. You actually have to look at the documents. You have to say, okay, did this property, it never flooded? Really, Hubert? You just had this property, it never flooded? And you look at the seller's disclosure and you can see the previous people said it did. Now, how do I get
Right.
that previous seller's disclosure? Because that's what that issue was with our one agent.
Right. Yeah, and these documents have been floating around. Our agent had notice, and our agent had a hand in writing some part of the seller's disclosure, the second part. So that's another issue that I want you guys
Did we do
to
that?
be aware of.
Well, wait a minute, hold on. What if the seller said really bad handwriting and they felt self-conscious? Okay.
And there are issues where your client could be an elderly person, can't really fill out their own form. Don't touch it. Like, have a family member do it or somebody else. And if you do discover a defect with the property and it's not listed on the seller's disclosure, at least email them imploring them to disclose it, something like that, just to cover your own.
MC
your own
Hammer
waste.
can't touch this, right? We do not touch the document. Yes, Sharon. Okay, so that was real important, and that wasn't on audio. Flood is different than everything else on a claim, right? Great question. All right, any other?
Are you suggesting we go onto the MLS and look at the past times that that property sold and look for the seller's disclosure there to
Right.
cover?
I mean, any kind of information you can get on the property. I mean, as Marilyn says, disclose, disclose, disclose. Any kind of information that you can get on the property, you should talk to your seller, make sure that they note it on the seller's disclosure.
And could I have fought this? Yes. And could I have won? Yes, but at what cost? Once they bring in, and now they have an attorney grilling our people, I have to pay for that grilling, right? Thousands of dollars every time this happens. And let's say they want to bring in 5 or 6 people they want to question. We have to pay for that. I'm in for $50,000. I might as well sell it for 20, and that's what they know. That's what these blood-sucking attorneys know. Sorry. So,
Thanks, Michael.
so anyways, you see how important it is? Read every document. Get familiar, especially with seller's disclosure, because that's where they're coming from right now.
Right.
Yes. Okay, so what do you do when you haven't sold a house in 6 months, but you feel like you have a unscrupulous seller, right? It's important that when they do any kind of work that we have licensed contractors do the work. That's one key piece, if it's true work that needs to be done. Hold on, Ty, let's hear it.
I decided to let this seller go because they had to fix several doors did not closed, and there had tons of walls with cracks on it. And when I tell them maybe they had some issue with foundation, they say, no, my foundation is perfect. I'm just painting the house as many times as I need before I sell. So I ended up losing the seller. I didn't want to get into that trouble because I will
Does that sound like
never
a good
think-
idea, getting rid of a seller like that and finding other good sellers? Yeah, great job. That wasn't me, was it? Okay. That's not. All right, very good. Hey, thank you. Nothing personal, but it's true. Where's my culture, people? Where's the lady who put eyes all over the office? Yeah, like what the heck? Anybody see those? That was creepy. Yeah. Didn't know that was coming.
I think the best part is nobody guessed it was me. Not one person, and had they not checked the security footage, y'all had to wait until today when I'd have told you. Sharon, if you're here too. Okay, I want to start with Betty Besmer. Please interrupt if I've got anything wrong. Next week's team meeting is going to be a celebration of Betty's life. Instead of regular team meeting, this is a chance for our family to grieve together and really to celebrate together. A couple things we'd like to do. We'd like you to wear pink. Betty's was big on fighting breast cancer and supporting the cause. We'd like to do donations to Susan G. Komen. We can do them individually directly, or we can do it together as an office.
I'm giving $100, and I would like, I'm not asking y'all to match it, but I really would like to see if we can do $1,500 today towards Susan B. Komen. You'll match it? Start writing it down.
I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
If there's anyone else who'd like to, it doesn't have to be 100. If you'd like to add the donation, it is over there. We'd like to do that, and it's going to go on all week. We'll have a Venmo address. It'll go out in the email. You can Venmo it directly to Brenda, and Brenda is going to do one big payment from the KW Memorial Office to Susan G. Komen in Betty's name. We're going to send out emails as well. So, but I have terrible handwriting. You don't want that. Okay, so we're going to do, if you have pictures of yourself with Betty, please send those to Naomi.
Hold on. Like appropriate pictures.
I won't be sending mine.
Okay.
Please, in the subject line, put pictures with Betty, pictures of Betty, but please send your pictures in. We'd like to set those up for next week. Also, since it's a family event, we'd like it to be potluck. This is your chance to do something, and we're celebrating together. So we're going to treat it like it's family. It's what we do at a family event if it was a funeral or a celebration. So we're going to do that. donations. We're also going to take a picture that day. There's going to be a dedication. The room back there is going to be dedicated to Betty, and we're going to take pictures of that, and we're going to take a group picture of everybody out front. So wear your pink, come and support. If you knew Betty, it's your chance to celebrate with your rest of your family. So
Tina, you're gonna have a list up there so that we don't have all desserts or all salads, so.
I'll put a list, and we'll put it on the outside of the human fish tank room where all the staff works. Okay, so Naomi came up with that name. I love it. Okay, so that is next Tuesday. So we'll hope to see you here next week to talk and do about Betty. We'll probably just do chairs. So there is your donation. This is how you can do it directly through our Venmo.
You could actually, is a QR code here?
QR code, if you want to scan it real quick.
For anyone under 27, you can scan against that and it'll,
Hey, I'm turning 46, and I actually have a QR code.
okay.
It'll take me
I
a
know,
second, but
I
I'll
know.
get it. Okay.
We have a child in the room, she can do it for us.
Okay, so that'll be next Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to it. If you have any other suggestions. The question is can we put it on our green sheets in honor of?
You know what's hilarious? You're actually looking at me like I know how to answer anything. I know nothing about the way this is a house of
We'll
cards
have
if it's up
ask
to
Mark
me.
that question.
Yes.
I think that will get a little confusing, which is why we did the Venmo link, because it's a really simple.
The challenge with Venmo is we have to give 3% to the people who administer Venmo.
No, we don't.
If you pay what?
Not on Venmo.
Credit card. Yeah. You're just taking the money. Okay, so we're okay. All right, take that off.
And it's difficult for Mark to it's difficult for Maricruz and Mark to truly separate that out. So if we could do it this way, it really puts a heavy, heavy load on accounting when we have to do it another way.
And we will accept cash and checks. So if it's easier for you just to hand paper over.
In memory of. That's all I was saying.
We,
I don't think
we,
so. So yeah, it's different.
We would like this to go
Betty
directly
wants-
to the source.
Betty's request is not KW Cares. As much as she loved it and supported it, she would like this to go to Susan G. Komen. So we're going to honor that request and give anything in lieu of Betty right now. We're going to give to Susan G. Komen because that would be what she'd really like. She'd like to help other people who are fighting. In October, Debbie Cash is going to help organize the Susan G. Komen walk, and we're going to walk in Betty's name. We're going to wear Betty T-shirts. So start thinking about putting your tennis shoes on.
Will the shirts be misspelled too?
Do you all have any information about any memorial or funeral
We do.
service?
That's coming next. Yeah, we're going to in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Debbie, you don't have to wait until October. I received an email. They are already starting registration and whatnot for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. So we can start now. We don't have to wait until October. And I'd like to say that I'm very honored because I am a volunteer with Susan G. Komen Education Committee, which Betty was on the ground floor, and I think ended up being on the board of the Susan G. Komen Education Committee. So it's very near and dear to my heart. So if you have any questions about donating there, I can point you to the resource if you just want to straight up make a donation to Susan G. Komen in the name of Betty Besmer for anybody.
So as far as the memorial, the day before, they're also having one because there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily affiliated with KW. Plenty will be coming in. We've had past agents who have moved on that'll be coming here, but they're also going to have one the day before. They don't have the time solidified yet. Okay, so that'll be next Monday, but we'd love to have you here obviously next Tuesday in pink if you got it.
Okay, next slide. That's not my slide. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna go without slides. Jennifer Arnold, you're up.
All right, we have our family picnic, our annual family picnic coming May 18th. It's going to be back out at the Wildcatter Saloon. Does everybody know where that's at?
Next to my house.
Next to Michael's house. It is, if you know where Bucky's is on I-10, it's really close to Bucky's. So we will make it worth the drive, I promise. So y'all coming out, we'll have more details following when we get some more information.
She's looking at me like I know things. So May 18th. It's a Saturday. It'll be. The goal is crawfish. We will know for sure soon, but even if you don't like crawfish, like this northerner here, there is things to eat. Yes, warmer in May. Okay, Sharon, you're up.
May 1st is our Health and Wellness Day. We are going to tweak it a bit this year. We're not going to have anybody selling you anything, no vendors or anything, but we will start out. We will have an exact time schedule coming up at the end of this week. We're going to start out with planks and sit-up contest in here. But for those of you that don't want to do that, you can also bring your Fitbit or your whatever you've got on your body and what?
I cannot do you. Go.
Just stay there, okay?
I'm
Don't
good.
move.
I'm trying.
Okay? Keep going. Let me finish and I'll be happy to do this, okay? And just stay there. Anyway, and we're also going to we're asking you to bring your pedometer, your phone, whatever. Those that have the most steps will also win gift cards. Then we are moving into a day, a healthy lunch will be held here, and I will be teaching Balance for Life class. It's a series, but we'll kick it off. We will be doing chair yoga, some meditation, and then we will have a healthy, with liquor, but we're going to do a healthy, you okay? Don't put your butt down.
Would you go?
Okay, and we'll do a healthy happy hour. Oh, that's nasty. That's just nasty. We'll end it with a healthy happy hour with skinny margaritas and no sulfite wines at the EC.
No big
so
deal.
You'll have lots of chances to participate, whether you want to be physical or non-physical.
Okay, one last thing. Red
Wait,
Day's
there's
coming
a
up.
flag.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of breath. Red Day's coming up May 10th.
Sissy.
Their sign-up sheets are going up hopefully this week, and it'll be fun.
Okay. All right, guys. Great report, man. Culture Committee on fire. Betty, so let's remember that. Tuesday, 9th at noon. If you're bringing something, please bring it before then so we don't have this big old long line. We'd like to, if you can get here 20 minutes before so we can get it set up, that'd be great. Guys, where's it going to be? You want the potluck here, guys? In here? Like, we'll figure it out over here. Happy birthday to Aaron Branham, Drew De Silva, Garrett Hall, Jen Hawkins. On the 4th, Casey Garrett, Chris Prince, Frank Polk, and Laura Obert. On the 5th, Patricia Hubert. April 7th, Jay Martinez, Joe Green, Kate Ferguson. The 8th, Don Shelton, Edgar Uzkatigu, and Ganzafar Ali Bengash. Happy birthday. You don't know that that's good. All right, in-house, we just had a great vendor, if he's still here. We also have a great tour set up, and it's $100 for 3D tour. They're beautiful. Do we have one actually set up? 5906 Laguna. Whose is this? Michelle Hinton? Okay. Pretty. I swear to God, I'm not touching a thing. What'd you say? But they didn't do anything with it. It's like a Christmas closet. It's a beautiful pool right on the water. What's our price point? Beautiful. Or if we got that. I thought it was me that was doing it. All right, very good. Nice property. So guys, you can get those tours. They start at $100. Chris, how big was that house? So it probably cost $175 to do that? What was what? Because of more than 2 months. Yeah, less than $200 to do that house like that. Imagine what your sellers think of that. All right, help me out. Gotta keep it going. All right, and our transaction coordinator, where is she? Okay. Well, she is here to support you on your transaction coordinating for a nominal fee. They take care of your transactions. King of Drone Films, we have a lot of people. There's been an uptick in the drones, especially on the bigger properties. It's a great service. General Counsel, we heard from Hubert, obviously. It's the guy goes out of his way to protect us. He is fantastic at you getting your commissions when somebody decides to not honor their contract. And Bosar Property Management, we're up to 50 properties, so it is growing. It's getting big, and we're paying out a lot of referral fees. We're here to support you when you have a client who says, look, I want you to manage this thing. We don't want you to manage it, so otherwise Hubert gets involved. In-house resources, Toastmasters. Hey, that's a great double chin picture. So every Thursday, we have it in here from 10:30 to 11:30. I keep saying it, and we'll get 1 or 2 people to come. The reason why I think we only get 1 or 2 more people to come, we had 22 last time, it's because you think you're going to have to speak. You won't. Sit in the back, observe. But let's get better at communicating, because that's what you do, right? Your tonality, the words you choose, your movement, all of that's so critically important. Your voice inflection, you'll learn all of it. And it doesn't happen right away, but it happens quickly when you have a very supportive group watching you. Take advantage that we have this in-house. Agent on call, we want to thank Tanya Blandini, Tina Schwartz, and Alex McCauley. When you dial that number, they are here to support you between about 8 and 8. Commercial, where's our commercial guys? And I was told by Brenda we do have to go fast.
We will. Thank you. We just wanted to have a chance to say hello. There are a lot of new faces here, and a lot of people that, you know, we're here in and out all the time, and we don't see all the new faces. So I thought I'd check and see how many of y'all are here are new to the Market Center, and raise your hands if you are, please. Very good. And so we just want to talk to you about KW Commercial Texas Gulf, and we're here to answer any questions you may have. We have a big footprint. The Texas Gulf Coast goes all the way to the Balcones Fault from the Gulf of Mexico. So anywhere y'all are working, you have questions, you want to come see, get some help from us. You have questions about what maybe one of your deals is. You're not sure what it is. We're here happy to answer any questions for you, and we're not looking for a commission. We're here just to help you. And Wayne has a special story to tell you, and I'm not sure I should let him because I haven't heard it first, but I'll take a chance.
This is just very quick. You've heard all the stuff about the owners that don't disclose and all of those kind of things going on. Hubert's issues that he's had. The problem is, when I was growing up, my grandfather used to always say, this generation's going to hell in a handbasket. And it's true today, because I heard 2 high school students talking the other day about classes they were taking. One says, I don't understand why we have to take civics. And the other person looked at him and said, wait a minute, that sounds too biased. No, it's not biased. I don't want to have to take civics because there's too many other automobiles out there that we could study.
Should we let him do it again?
No. All right, what the tech? Gabby, come on up. Keep us on time.
Brenda, can you help me? Okay, I'm going to keep it fast. Okay. So who knows who's the owner of 24703 Matter Drive, Katie? Is not that your
No, that one's me, yeah.
Right, okay. So I'm a big believer of law of attraction, so I'm going to attract a buyer here.
Thank you.
Okay, so today I just want to show you how you can compare some offers whenever you have a listing. And you have, of course, multiple offers, as this will be the case soon. So let's click here. So this is the listing, supposedly, we can refresh, I guess, Michael's house. And I did prepare 2 offers, so I put them in. So today I'm just gonna show you how you can compare them and how you can actually just take a look at it. Let's open it. So if we click on offers, I already put them in. I'm not gonna show you how to do it because we don't have the time. But if we check the boxes to compare these 2 offers and just click right here, compare offers. So you do have a very nice view of your 2 offers with all the negotiable points in the contract. And you can actually, let's say you have like 10 offers, you can rearrange them in order of relevance for you. And you do have a space to comment on those offers, pros, cons, and summary. So you can actually just send that email offer comparison to your clients, and they will just see that you are pointing to one as the recommended, but they will actually see all of them and what that entails. You can even set it up to send the net sheet with it.
Guys,
so
when
that
you
they
get
have
multiple
everything.
offers, when it gets crazy enough and the market heats up and you get 5 offers within a couple of hours and you're able to lay it out nice and clean like that, that makes all the difference to your clients. They're looking for the experience. That's what they're looking for, the experience. We had a lady in this office yesterday. She came to me very upset. Is she in here? The lady solar house on whole offers. She said it was the worst experience ever, right? But they buy it right away. They take 13%, 12% commission, right? But they buy it right away, but the experience was awful. Eventually the experience is going to get better with these companies, right? This is an increased experience, but if you're not using it, it means nothing. If you can lay it out nice and clean like that, 5 offers, 6 offers, so that your client can say, hey, this is easy. I picked this one. I know you recommend this one, but this is more important to me because of the closing date. Easy to do. I've actually learned how to do that. I can't use the frickin' copy machines, okay? So you guys can do this, I promise you.
And just one thing, it's not that you can catch me in the hallway and say, hey, let's compare offers. We have to set up the program, and you have to be playing with it like today. Even if you don't have offers today, play with it to understand the program, set up your profiles and all that. Like, I cannot help you in 5 minutes. We need to set up the whole account, and you need to know how the system works. So we have to be playing with it now.
All right, and I'm going to get through a bunch of slides as fast as I can. So, first off, teachable moment. Howard, this has got to go so fast it's not funny.
No.
Quick.
You put pressure on me. Tina's not here, so we'll just do it by myself. Okay, I am...
Gotta go quick.
Okay, I am the seller. She is my listing agent. We have negotiated repairs. We are going to close in 2 weeks. I come home. There is water on the ground. It's dripping from the walls. I see people there. Everybody knows. I'm about to shoot these people because I don't know why they're in my house. Tina, why are these people in my house?
Oh, Howard, I'm so sorry. I probably should have told you. The buyers want to do those repairs, and they asked me if they could have contractors come over and get them done so they'd be ready when they moved in. And so they went over today and did the repairs.
There's holes in my walls. They've tracked up the carpet. There's water dripping down. My dog is gone. Why are these people in my house?
Your dog is gone?
Yeah, they've moved it outside. It's
Okay.
an indoor dog.
Okay. Well, I'm glad he's still around, but well, you know, it's going to be their house, and so we went
What
ahead.
happens if we don't close?
Oh, they're going to close.
But what happens if they don't close?
They're going to close.
What's all this water, the damage?
That I'm not sure about. Let me get back to you.
Moral of the story is, a listing agent let repair people in without letting the sellers know. They may close, they may not. We hope to God they do close. But the repair people, you know, you
wasn't
cannot
me.
open your house, open somebody else's house up for repairs.
There you go. Very nice. Quick and nice, thank you. Upcoming training, well, we've got with Vonda, and this falls in line with command features. Come to that. You want to learn this program. Don't be oblivious to it. We spent $54 million on it so far, and another $50 million going into this month. CityBook, so Houston Culture Map presentation. CityBook, what is Culture Map? Culture Map is a network of local lifestyle sites delivering 24/7 news and recommendations to more than, where's she? Yes, got to scream it out. Get her a mic.
Okay, so if you go online to Culture Map, like everybody always wants to know what's going on every weekend or what's going on in Houston, everybody gets on Culture Map. It's just a really great resource. And what they're offering is for our office or agents from our office to be featured. Currently, they're only allowing 3 real estate offices to be featured as those little banners at the top. First one is John Doherty, the next one is Martha Turner, and Compass has asked to be the 3rd person. Because of our relationship with CityBook, they have come to us and said, we want to give it to you first. So they're going to come to talk to us about it. Because it is expensive for an office to do, we can't do it as ourselves as an office. Our office can't pay for it. But if agents want to do this, you can sign up as a group. If we had at least 12 agents together, the price would be really minimal. So if 12 agents want to get together, do this together, and then Keller Williams, you guys would be in that banner at the top. It'd rotate between agents. We have information about it on Wednesday at 3:30 in this room. So if you are interested, please, please come. And the more agents interested, the less it would cost all of you.
Awesome. Economies of scale. Thank you. What they don't teach you in real estate class, is anybody jumping in on this, Brenda? Okay, event description. Join Carla Schraub and Debbie Cash for an informative step-by-step process of the transaction, is what we were talking about before. Learn your craft. Open houses, date and time. Open house for profit with Howard Getz. How to hold a better open house right now. Open houses are one of the best sources of getting clients. Not every house. What are the right houses and what should you be doing? Intermediary. So this was Betty's class. She taught it for years. Her wish was that every agent would understand this. It's the thing we get in trouble for. Chuck is going to teach it April 8th at 2 o'clock. Please come to this if you do not know intermediary perfectly. Millionaire Mondays. So every Monday in the Bunker Hill room at 1 p.m. But we're going to go ahead and say every other. Just if you show up, you're going to be in some other class, which is okay. But every other Monday. So Brenda, can we change that? Must have closed. So this is not I'm in Ignite, I'm going to take this. We're looking for agents who have closed 4 transactions or sold at least $1 million in sales. This is to catapult you to that next level, right? So we're limiting the group right now because it's in test, and it's about mindset and lead generation. A lot of you that went to the Tony Robbins piece today, a lot of that was mindset. Online review campaign. Have you seen the big basket in the lobby on the south side? Review KW Memorial on Facebook, Google, and Yelp. Screenshot your reviews and send them to Naomi, and then come to the team meeting on April 30th, and you're going to get a drawing. We'd like to get some good reviews. Obviously, when do we get reviews? When people are pissed, right? So it'd be nice to offset some of those because, I mean, it doesn't take much to tick people off or to get sued. Property tour. Let's go quick on these. Let's see how fast we can get our message across. Joe Diasana. Joe going once, Joe going twice. All right. Joe Diasana. Joe Diasana. Joe Diasana. This is record, huh? This is record. Roger. Where's Roger? Jen Tran is here. Thank you.
Okay, this house is it's a 3-story townhome that is near the Bel Air area. It's on Gramercy. It's within walking distance to the Whole Foods that's over there, listed at $688. It's really incredible. And we had it staged by Milan Home Staging. She did a great job. And that closet, that master closet, is actually larger than one of the bedrooms. This one is in Pearland. 2806 Sable Drive is on the golf course. It's gorgeous. The house is 4,800 square feet. A lot of upgrades on the inside, and really great house. Please bring someone there. This one is also in Pearland. It's the newest one. In Cambridge Cove, 5 bedrooms. The master is upstairs, but there is a bedroom downstairs with a full bathroom. And this one, I just executed a contract this morning. And then this one, I still have this. Please bring me a buyer. We have reduced it to 1.1, and it is in Champion Forest over an acre lot. Gorgeous, gorgeous house, inside and out. And it's decorated for a particular taste, but very, very beautiful. So please, if you haven't seen it, get together with me and I'll take you through it to take a look. And this one's not mine.
Tanya.
Okay, this just came to the market. It's a beautiful house. Been in the market earlier. Only issue, there is a tenant on it. Will be out at the end of May. We are finally able to show it. It's about 4,300 square footage. Has a pool, 4 to 5 bedrooms, a media room, a huge living area, has everything, study, 4 bathroom. It's gorgeous in Galleria area. This is another one that is gorgeous. Is has a big pool, lake view in the Graham Heights. Is Marshall Oaks in Katy, one of the best.
One of
in
the
that
best.
area.
Michael McSorley.
It just came on the market on Thursday of last week. It is the 3rd largest lot in Post Oak Manor. It's almost 16,000 square feet for the lot. It's a massive lot. They've refinished the original hardwood floors. There's new stainless steel dishwasher, range, microwave, new PEX piping throughout the house. They even replaced the old supply lines. It's never flooded. It's in Post Oak Manor, south of Willow Bend, east of South Post Oak. Granite throughout. They actually installed hardwood soft close cabinets throughout the house. New electrical panel, been completely redone, ready for your move-in. It's only $384, $746. Bring me your buyers.
All right, Joe, quickly. Next time we will continue on. Next time.
Thank you. Sorry.
Quickly, Joe.
All right, Port Bolivar. This is just a lot. It's in a gated community, so build on your lot.
So the house is not included.
The house is not included. It's
All right,
just
next
a lot.
one.
This is on Kirkwood. This is a townhouse. So you head west on Kirkwood, west on I-10, make a right on Kirkwood, over by that oil and gas building right there. Super nice. And Wesleyan. This is off of Wesleyan, and this is a fully remodeled bathroom. It's also nice. Franklin Street, unobstructed view of downtown. That is the rooftop deck pool, and this is a 1-bedroom studio. It unfortunately faces the prison.
What's the? Oh, that's always fun.
But
what's
no
the
one's talking about
association?
that. Huh?
What's the association?
About $500 a month.
Ooh.
Yep, super nice.
All right, let's move on. Thank you. All right, Haves and Wants, who has something that's coming in the MLS in the next 7 days? Thank you. Remember, it's not in the MLS yet.
Okay, this one's coming tomorrow. It's in League City in the Tuscan Lakes community. 5 beds, 4.5 baths, private pool, a lot of upgrades, the original owners, and yeah, it's really beautiful. So bring your buyers.
Awesome. Kevin?
All right, I've got a listing coming up over in the Heights. It's a 2-story. It's currently being used as a studio for an award-winning design firm right now, Whole Wheat Creative. But it's 2 stories, has a garage apartment. It actually has extra parking out front because it's being used as a business. So listing price $849.
All right. Go ahead, Nance.
Mine's easy breezy. I've got a lease coming up in the Medical Center Plaza City condos. It's the largest unit in that group. The location is fabulous, being close to the train, to everything down in that area. So it's going to be coming on this week.
Easy breezy. Yes.
In Spring Branch on the north side, this is a huge lot, just under an acre. It has a nice home, 5,000 square feet on it. 2 doors down, just a lot sold at 1.1. I'm going to be listing it at just under 1.7.
Okay, next. All right. Yes, Joe, quick.
Okay, I got 2. One is a lease on Winrock. It's a 2-bedroom townhouse on the market tomorrow. And then one in Westview or Vassar Place. It's $900,000, 4.5 bedroom study or whatever. $900,000. So there's a little bit of updating that needs to be done, and it's a super good price for it.
Can I get one? Okay, I have one the 17 acre in the Rosenberger, have a single family on there, and also the freeway was across for the single family the lot, so that can be used for commercial use too. So if anyone want to build for residential or commercial, I have a 17 acre in the Rosenberger.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Quickly.
I have a listing coming up in the Galleria Diplomat. It's going to be around 1:30. They go really fast within a week over there. So the ones that are not renovated goes like around 110. The ones that are renovated go for about 145. So come see it. 2 bedrooms.
All right. Anybody looking for something they cannot find? That's realistic. Okay.
I'm looking for a 5,000 plus house used for assisted living. Anything on the south side of Houston between Pearland and Santa Fe. Pearland and League City.
Okay. Very good. All right. Going once, going twice. Joe, quick.
All right, I'm looking for a 20 to 40 acre hunting ranch place, 3 hours from Houston. Okay, so it has to have ag exempt, and you're hunting for deer. Mule deer, would like a house on it, for around between 300,000 and 500,000.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. The North American Title Company, Deanna Mellis. Want to thank our platinum partners. Want to thank Kim, who's awesome and is always here. Platinum partners Lindsay Zanovich and Sarah Watson, Frontier Title. Platinum partner Kathy Crittenden, Alamo Title. Camille Fay, great tattoo, Hercules. Misty Stallings with One Guard Home Warranty. Allegiance Title with Jeannie Kugler and Carla Schraub. Our gold farmers, James Acosta, Stacy Tierheimer, Brian and Brian of Christopher Enright, and Mary Lemasters with A Action Home. Scott Pracht with Pracht Insurance, Kathy Leger, Jasmine Sitko at Goosehead, and Suzanne Brown Agency with Suzanne Brown. Robert Hughes at Texas House Check, Matt Smith with Property Doctors, Gilberto Alfaro with Fixed, that's a different name that we saw before, Yvonne Apodaca with Home Protection, David Height with Height Tech Inspections, Lois Ellis with HMS, Jeannie Antone with Super Home Warranty, Ted Venn with Green Home Solutions. Happy birthday, Garrett. It's all downhill from here. We're gonna, okay. We got a cake coming up. We're getting the cake going, but we're gonna do money tree at the same time. We got to do them both. You can pull from a $5 money tree. All right, come on up. Ann Kanaki 1, Bernard Marino 1, Brad Hermes 1, Brandy Heckeroth 3, Brenda Hernandez 1, Callie 1, Claudia Hellman 4, Dana Johnson 1, Daniela Antello 2, Drew De Silva 1, Dustin Young 1, Holly Heath 1, Hui Din 1, Amelia Adams 1, James Seelig 1, Jen Tran 2, Jennifer Arnold 2, Jennifer Larson 1, Jody Asana 2, Kat Curtis 1, Kay Wright 1, Kayla Walker 1, Kimmy Cook 1, Laura Collins 1, Lewis Moore 1, Lily Jang 2, Litza Martinez 1, Lowry Benz 1, Michael McSorley 1, Michael Stavanoa 5, Michelle Hinton 1, Olga Dennison 1, Ozzy 1, Peggy McGee 2, Raul Limes 1, Richard Kwan 1, Ryan Hunsaker 1, Sally Doper 1, Simeon 2, Shirley Ching 1, Stephen Tran 1, Tara Anderson 1, Tao Win 2, Thomas Miles 2, Travis Nichols 1, Wendy Klein 1, and Ada Wang 1. Hey, can you switch this up, please? I don't think we're gonna go. All right, guys, remember that. That's white. Is that great? All right. That's it. Let's let it go. Thank you, everybody.
you as everybody in the team.